In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to add GST in Zoho Books. By the end, you'll know exactly where to go and what to fill out so your GST rate appears correctly in your account. First, open your browser and head to books.zoho.com. Sign into your Zoho Books organization as you normally would. If you manage more than one organization, make sure you're in the right one before moving on, since tax settings are specific to each organization. Once you're in, look to the top right corner of the screen and click the small gear icon. This is your settings area, where all the important configuration options live. We're heading here because taxes are managed centrally from settings, and anything you create here becomes available across invoices, bills, and other transactions. Inside settings, find and click the taxes option. This takes you to the tax management page where you can see any taxes already set up and where you'll add GST. If you're just starting out, this list may be empty. That's totally fine. Now click New Tax. This opens a form where you'll define the GST you want to use. Start by entering a clear, descriptive tax name. A good practice is to include both the tax type and the rate, for example, GST 10% or GST standard. This makes it easy to recognize later when you're selecting taxes on transactions, especially if you end up managing multiple rates. Next, add the rate as a percentage. Type only the number, not the percent sign. So if your GST is 10%, just type 10. Double check the figure against your local requirements to avoid calculation surprises. If your region uses fractional rates, Zoho Books supports decimals, so you can enter values like 5.5 when needed. You'll also see an option labeled, "This tax is a compound tax." Turn this on only if your GST must be calculated on top of another tax, rather than just on the item's base amount. For example, some jurisdictions apply one tax and then calculate another tax on top of that total. If your GST is simply a standard standalone rate, leave this option off. When everything looks good, click Save. Zoho Books will add the GST to your tax list, and from now on you'll be able to select it wherever taxes are applied. If you ever need to update the name or rate later, you can return to this same taxes page to make adjustments. That's it, your GST is now set up in Zoho Books. Thanks for watching, and feel free to rewind and follow along step by step as you configure your own account.